If you've logged into Jira recently, you've probably had that moment of, wait, where did everything go? So today, we're going to break down Jira's new look, not just what's changed, but why it's such a big deal and how you can make it work for you. It's that feeling, right? You log in, you're ready to get to work, and the tool you use every single day has been completely rearranged. It can be a little jarring, for sure, but Jira's latest update is way more than just a cosmetic change. It's actually a really deliberate redesign, all about efficiency. You know, one of our sources put it perfectly. It's like rearranging the furniture in your living room. At first, it's weird, but then you realize everything feels fresher, easier to get to, and just works better. That's the goal here, not to disrupt you, but to reorganize things with a purpose. So let's take a little tour. Okay, so before we dive into what exactly has moved, it's super important to understand why. This isn't just about making things look pretty, it's fundamentally about improving how you work. For a tool as powerful and, let's be honest, as complex as Jira, every single click matters. A cluttered interface, it actually increases what they call cognitive load. It forces your brain to work harder just finding things instead of focusing on the actual task. This whole redesign is meant to cut through that clutter, which should lead to better focus, fewer mistakes, and just smoother collaboration overall. Now let's get into the biggest change, the one you'll notice the second you log in, the navigation. Remember that classic horizontal navigation bar across the top? Well, it's gone. It's been replaced by this really sleek vertical sidebar over on the left. All your key stuff, projects, dashboards, all that, it's still there. But now it's neatly tucked away, which gives your boards and backlogs a ton more screen real estate. So while the main menu shifted over to the side, the search bar got a huge promotion. It's now right there at the top of the page, front and center. It's way more intuitive and makes it so much faster to find what you're looking for without having to hunt for that little magnifying glass icon. All right, this is where the new design gets really, really powerful. It's not just about the changes Atlassian made, it's about the control they've given back to you. Tailoring your menu is so simple. Seriously, you just scroll to the bottom of that new sidebar and you'll see a customize option. From there, you can just toggle off anything you don't use very often. They're not gone forever, they're just neatly filed away under a More menu. Instantly, your view is cleaner. And the real benefit here? It's all about personal efficiency. You can reorder items to perfectly match your personal workflow. You can filter your projects to show only the ones you've starred. This means your Jira is finally set up for how you work, not just some one-size-fits-all setup. Of course, with any major UI change, advanced users always have one big question. Did they break the really powerful features? So let's take a look at how this impacts automation rules. Okay, the interface for creating automations has changed. The menus are on the right-hand side now, but, and this is the key, the core concepts, the actual building blocks of automation, like triggers, are exactly the same. A trigger is still just the event that kicks off your rule. The most important thing to take away here is that the powerful engine underneath all this is completely untouched. That core logic of, if this happens, then do that, is constant. So creating a rule to notify admins when a new project is created, it follows the same exact steps, logically speaking, even if the buttons are in a new spot. Think of it like a new wrapper on the same powerful gift. So we've covered the what and the how. Now, let's connect all these changes to the real-world impact they're going to have on your team's day-to-day work. What's really clever about this update is that it manages to help two totally different groups of people. For you Jira veterans out there, the cleaner space and the customization options, they reduce friction and save you clicks on tasks you do 100 times a day. And for newcomers, the simpler layout is way less intimidating. It lowers that steep learning curve and helps them get up to speed and become productive so much faster. And ultimately, that's the goal of this entire overhaul, right? To make the tool itself just kind of fade into the background. The focus shifts away from navigating menus and onto what really matters, collaborating with your team to build and deliver amazing work. So this leaves us with a final and pretty important question. This new UI isn't just something to get used to, it's really an opportunity. It's a chance to look at your own workflows and ask, can this new, more flexible tool inspire us to find a better way of working? Thanks for joining us for this explainer.